Have you ever felt like you had nothing left? No backup plan, no resources, no way forward. That's exactly where she was. Her husband was gone, the bills were unpaid, and the creditors were coming. Please support this new channel by liking this video and subscribe before we dive in. In ancient Israel, debt wasn't just financial pressure. If you couldn't pay, they could take your children. And that is exactly what was about to happen. 2 sons, about to be taken as slaves. So she did the only thing she could do. She ran to the prophet Elisha, not with pride, not with solutions, but with tears. "Your servant, my husband, is dead," she said, "and you know he feared the Lord. But now the creditor is coming to take my 2 sons." Pause for a moment and feel that. This is not just a Bible story. This is a mother watching her future collapse. Elisha looked at her and asked something unexpected. "What do you have in your house?" Not, "What do you need?" Not, "How much do you owe?" Not, "Why did this happen?" He asked, "What do you have?" And she almost dismissed it. "Your servant has nothing there at all," she said. Then she hesitated. "Except a small jar of oil." That's it. 1 small jar. Not a warehouse, not savings, not a miracle already happening. Just something small, something ordinary, something that didn't look like enough. But heaven doesn't measure what you have the way you do. Elisha gave her an instruction that probably sounded strange. Go around and ask all your neighbors for empty jars. Don't ask for just a few. Not a few. Then he said, "Go inside, shut the door, pour oil into all the jars. As each is filled, put it to one side." Imagine the faith that required. She had 1 jar, and she was told to gather many. What if she had only gathered 3? What if she had been embarrassed? What if she had stopped asking? But she didn't. She and her sons went door to door. Empty vessels began to fill the room. Then they shut the door. Just her sons, and 1 small jar of oil. She tipped it, and the oil began to pour into the first jar. It filled. "Bring me another," she said. They brought the second. It filled. Another. Filled. Another. Filled. The oil kept flowing. It shouldn't have lasted. Logically, it should have stopped at the first jar. But heaven was not operating on logic. It was responding to faith. "Bring me another," she said again. And again, and again. Jar after jar after jar. The sound of oil pouring. The silence of disbelief. The widening eyes of her sons. Until finally, "There is not a jar left," her son said. And only then the oil stopped. It did not stop because God ran out. It stopped because there were no more empty vessels. Let that sink in. The flow was connected to the capacity. She returned to Elisha, overwhelmed. He told her, "Go, sell the oil and pay your debts. You and your sons can live with what is left." Not only was the debt paid, there was overflow, provision, future, security, all from something she almost overlooked. 1 small jar. And maybe that's where you are today, looking at what's in your hands and thinking, it's not enough. But what if heaven is asking you the same question? What do you have? A little faith? A small gift? A tiny opportunity? A fragile prayer? What if the miracle doesn't start with abundance, but with obedience? What if the oil only flows when you start pouring? And what if it only stops when there are no more empty vessels? Maybe you're the vessel. Maybe your situation feels empty. Maybe your resources feel small, but small in your hands can become overflowing in God's. She thought she had nothing except a small jar, and that small jar saved her family. If you're believing that God can multiply what's in your hands, type Amen in the comments. And remember,
The jar only looks small until heaven touches it.